What's good, everyone? What is good? Welcome back to the channel with yours truly, of course, Machiavelli. Hope y'all are having a great day on this beautiful Saturday. I know it's late upload, but we're gonna keep it going. Sorry guys, I was having a lazy day today. I got up, watched some TV shows, took a shower, and now I'm here. I have to go and make dinner soon, but I'm excited for that. And I love to cook. I don't know if you guys know this, but a little tip about me is I love to cook. I love to experiment with food. It's one of my favorite things to do. Like, I will cook, like, even when I'm not hungry, I will cook because I love to cook. It's just been something I've always done. It's just me, okay? But anyways, enough with that. So today I'm going to be doing another build for you guys. I'm very excited to do this build. This is part one of two parts. This is just the exterior and a little bit of the interior. I think I do the kitchen in this part. This house is a very special house because this house is meant to be for my life with the Pearson LP. We're having 4 Sims move into this household. Sato, Crystal, Marcelo, and Roxanne. They're all going to be moving in here. I'm very excited to play with them. Play with this house. I made sure I made it, this is like I said before, this is building the outside, but when I made the inside, I made sure I made it built for multiple people. So that's why it's not really decked out with clutter and all that, because I'm going to be putting their own clutter in the house. And if you guys want a house tour, like a full-on house tour, I'm going to be giving the house tour on the second part of on the part of Life with the Pearsons. It's not gonna be of course it's not gonna be this one coming up. It's gonna be the next one. So if you guys want a tour, wait for the next part of Life with the Pearsons, because my Sims will be moving in. Oh god, this is too much for me. My Sims are all grown up. But anyways, I'm building another loft because I love lofts, and I was like, you know what, I love lofts, so why not have my Sims that I love live in a loft? So that's what I did, and I made it very unique. I wanted to actually do the exterior because of course my Sims are living here, right? But I really wanted to go above and beyond with the exterior, so I added, I don't know, it just looks really cool. It looks really high. It looks like it cost a lot of bucks. It costs a lot of money, so I'm proud of that. But anyways guys, if you guys do like it, I will have it up for download, and there will also be there will also be CC links in the description for the next one, because I don't really use that much CC in this one. I do the kitchen, but that's pretty much it. But anyways guys, that's enough with this build. Y'all can see the rest. There's not a lot for me to explain. Anyways, how y'all doing? Sorry guys, I don't really have anything planned out to do today. It's just a really chill day, like I said before. It's a lazy day for me. I just wanted to chillax. Also guys, I put those windows back, but I do move them because, like, you know what, I want to add some privacy into that room at least. So I guess you wouldn't say it's like a full loft, because it is a loft, but there is a room in the back, and I was like, wait, Malik, where's the bathroom? And then I realized I need to add a bathroom in the back, so that's what I did. So there's a bathroom. There's 2 bathrooms actually. There's a bathroom upstairs and a bathroom downstairs. But yeah, I moved those windows because I was like, you know what, let's give the people some privacy. So anyways, like I said before, I don't really have a lot to talk about right now. Someone said to talk about stories. I could do that. No, let's talk about stories about me growing up. Why not? I want to like talk to you guys about something, right? Because I don't want to like end off a commentary here. No, thank you. I haven't sat down and talked with you guys or had a story time with you guys in quite a while. So let's have one, right? Let's do this. So me growing up. Oh, I got some funny stories of me growing up. So let me tell you this one time. This one gorgeous time where I made a fool of myself in drama class. If you guys don't know this, I love to act. Acting is one of my passions. It's something I love to do. I'm good at it, so of course I like, well, that was snobby. I really like to do it. Oh, you're gonna see what I do with the outside. It's really cool. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't take acting classes. I just took drama because we have to take an elective in high school. There it is. It's really cool. Anyways, we had to take an elective in high school, so I chose drama because I don't know, I just liked acting. I love TV shows. I was like, just go for it, and I ended up being really good at it. So I took it for 4 years in my life. So I'll tell you about my biggest accomplishment. I'll tell you about my horror story. So pretty much in grade 10, we had a new teacher from a whole year. For like, before years in high school, I've had 2 teachers in drama. For my grade 9, grade 11, grade 12, I've had Miss Fridas, which was the main teacher for drama, and then we had there's more than one main teacher, my bad. She was my main teacher, I guess you could say. But then in grade 10, I had Miss Busk. Miss Busk, you were a sweet lady. She was a nice woman, but she took everything so literally. It was terrible, because with drama, you're allowed to have fun. You're supposed to express yourself. You're allowed to do stupid stuff, right? But with her watching you, it's like you say something bad, you're getting cut. So anyways, how the story happened was, so what we're doing improv. If you don't know what improv is, it's pretty much where they give you a scene, and then on the spot you just come up with something. There's no script, no nothing. You just say what's in your mind and you just go with it. So we're doing an improv screen of us and like I said, like an AA meeting, you could say. So I guess getting messages. Looking at an AA meeting, and so we just come on the spot and we talk about our cause. And well, it's different thing. One was an AA meeting. Mine was just a talk show where I brought my best friend, my best imaginary friend, and the AA meeting was this guy. Like there was different scenarios, but mine's was I was at a talk show and I brought my best friend, and the best friend was an imaginary friend. So anyways, so that goes up, and I was just thinking of what to do because I don't know, like you don't know about what your scene is or what you're gonna act like or what you have to do or who you have to make up until you get up there. So she called me up to go up, and I was very nervous because like, well, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get like I'm gonna say something stupid, which I did. I'm gonna say something stupid, something bad's gonna happen. I don't like to be unprepared. I don't like thinking of stuff on the spot because stupidness comes out my mouth. That's whenever I do a commentary without thinking. You all know. But anyways, so keeping on with the story. So now she calls me up, and then I'm just sitting there waiting. She's like, okay, you are at she says you are at a talk show with your best friend. Make up your best friend. Go. 5-minute scene. I'm like, what? Hold up, what? I'm like, oh, hello everyone. Welcome everyone. I'm your host. I don't know. I was talking some, like, honestly, it was some bull. I'm your host, Malik, and this is my best friend. And everyone's like, and so what happened with the talk show is the people in the audience could ask me stuff, which made it even harder. So they would ask me stuff and I would answer it. And so we're talking until one person, oh, my friend got me. She's like, what's your best friend's name? And you know, with me, what I want to do, I wanted to make it funny. I love when I can make people laugh, right? So my goal was to make it funny and reasonable, but the reasonable part just left out my head. Like, it was gone because they put me on the spot. I was nervous, I wasn't prepared. So like, what name? I could have come up with any name in the book. Sarah, Samantha, Jessica, any name, Veronica, any name was fine, right? But you know, this dumbass named Malik, he had to come up with the most stupidest answer. So what I did was like, oh, name, this is Dildo. Dildo. When I said I was shook. I shook myself. I'm like, did I really just say dildo in front of my teacher? Like, when I said it, it was silent. Like, when I say, like, you can hear a pin drop, it was silent when I said it. I'm like, did I just say that? And then the teacher gave me that, I'm so disappointed. Like, she was like, when she heard that, she was smiling, but then she had that I am so disappointed in you face. If you know those ones, they're like, I'm so disappointed in what you just did. And so that happened. I'm like, and I started laughing it off. And then after that, everyone in the room starts dying, like laughing and laughing. Like, someone had to leave the room because they were crying, and then they had to stop it. And it was funny. Like, dildo? Really, Malik? Dildo? I'm like, it's the first thing that came to my mind. Like, why are you thinking about dildos, Malik? It was a bad situation, okay? It was a bad situation for me. But anyways, I said that, and then when that whole thing was done, he's just like, yo, Malik, come over here, I need to talk to you. I'm like, crap, I'm in shit. And so the teacher called me over. She's like, that wasn't very nice what you said. That was very inappropriate, Malik. I'm like, I know, I was just on the spot. It's like, still, you don't come up with that word. Why that word? And I was like, I don't know why. It just came to my head. Dildo. And I said it again in front of her. I said it again in front of the teacher. Like, Malik. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. It just slipped out my mouth. And so I almost got sent to the office for that. That was a good time. My friends still make fun of me for that. Dildo. I have an imaginary friend named Dildo. Good times. But yeah, that was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life in working with drama. A really good moment was the reason why I love drama. Like, I've always loved drama, so it's just one of my favorite things to do because I love making people laugh. I love showing emotion. But for the end of the year assignment, we had like this project where you had to act out something or act out a scene. It's like I said, improv, not improv, but it's like an improv, but you already know what you're doing. It's like a story time, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. A monologue. There we go. A monologue. There we go. I had to do a monologue, and I was gonna do a funny one to begin with. I was gonna do a funny one because I know how to make people laugh. I know how to intrigue people in my stories, and so I was going to make a funny one. But then I was like, you know what? I want to challenge myself, and I want to do a sad one. I want to do something that people are going to remember. because you can always laugh about everything, right? But it takes a really good, I'll take actor, but it takes a really good scene to make someone like cry or something. So my goal was to make my teacher cry, and I was so pumped because a lot of people can't do that. Well, not a lot of people weren't trying to do that. A lot of people were doing comedy. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna jazz it up and make people cry. So I came up with this scene. I still remember to this day. It's where this guy was in, you know, those help groups, and he was talking about how his wife died in an accident, and then like, this has to be the most like memorable part of my life. Anyways, so that happened, and so I went up to go do it. I had the monologue. She's like, oh, you're gonna do something? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, because it's a very touchy subject. She's like, are you sure? Because she's like, are you gonna be able to portray the emotion going in there? Because like I said before, it's about a guy that lost his family in a car crash, and he's out in a meeting to talk about it. So she's like, are you gonna be able to portray his emotion? Because no one has done, like, people have done sad ones before, but no one has done like that type of one before. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. And so what I did was, for like a few days, like I tried to make myself cry, because I'm like, crying would add it, like, it just push it over the line. Crying would do it justice. And so I trained myself for like days on how to cry, and I worked, I figured out, I thought of ways that could make me cry, do that, and then I won't say I mastered it, but I was like, you know what, I sometimes I cried, sometimes I didn't. So you know what, I was like, sometimes I cried, sometimes I didn't. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna fluke it. I'm just gonna fluke it and see what happens, because I didn't know. Like, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, so I was just gonna go with it. And so the day the presentation came, I was nervous, because I wasn't even nervous for going up. I was just nervous about remembering my lines and being able to cry on cue, because if I don't cry, it would still work better, but it wouldn't get the impact that I wanted. So I went up there, I went to go do my monologue, and then I was saying the words, I got everything right, and then it just felt it, like, you know, when you just feel something just feels right, you know, that feeling, I was getting it, and I was going in, I was working with the monologue, I was going with it, and the emotions just started to flow. I don't know what I was thinking of, I don't know what was going on in my mind, but the tears just started to fall. Like, it literally just, like, I was crying while I did my monologue, and then I was I was literally crying, and I had to wipe away the tears because it kept on falling into my mouth. I was a mess. I don't know why. I just started to cry, and so I did it. And then when I was done my monologue, it would pitch, like, everyone didn't do anything. It was just silent. I was like, thank you. Was it good? And everyone just got like this. And my friend's like, I can't do this. Like, my friend's like, I can't. This makes no. Like, my friend's like, this is not fair. I'm going up next. How am I supposed to top that? And I'm like, it was that good. So my teacher had like water in her eyes, and then this one girl had to leave because she was crying so much. And then at that moment, I knew, I was like, oh my god, I love acting. It's just, I always loved comedy, but that feeling when you can actually harness all the emotions to make someone feel the sorrow that you're portraying in a character. It was adrenaline rush. It was so good. I loved it. And then next year, the next semester, I had the same drama teacher again. This one was not Miss Bus. This was Mrs. Fridas, who I made cry, because Miss Fridas is known to not cry. So anyways, it's the next year, grade 12. Again, we did a monologue, and of course I did a sad one again, and this time I did it about a mom that passed away because of some stupidness. Like, her son was her and her son were fighting, and then she went out to go find him, and then she passed away because she got hit by a car. And so I was doing a monologue on the son and his final words to his mom, the things that he couldn't get to say to her, the stuff that he wants to say to her. And so I did that, and again, oh my god, the feelings. I did it, like I said before, I practiced it. I couldn't get to cry with that one, but then when I went to go do the monologue, the emotions started to get to me again. It was like grade 11 all over again, and I started to bawl my eyes out doing the monologue. And then again, I got another standing ovation. And then I looked to my side, and there's this one girl, like, she was like, her friends were like cuddling her because she just couldn't stop crying. I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't really want to make people like bawl their eyes out, but she was like crying hard, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. It's like, no, it was so good. And I was like, wow. And that's when I knew that acting was for me. But anyways, guys, this build is coming to an end. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. As always, y'all know it. Deuces, y'all. Deuces. Wait for part 2.